Sorry, I was silent. I was waiting. How are you guys today? I don't know what's going on. I gotta start that again. I'm back for day 2 of my 13 days of Halloween crafts. And today, yeah, it had to reconnect, I guess. Hopefully everything will go smoothly today like it did last time. But yeah, today I'm just going to show you guys how I make, or how I'm making these flip books that I'm making to send some Happy Mail in. I want to go ahead and show these because I need to get them out this week because Halloween is coming up, and you know, us crafters, we got to get our stuff out early. So I don't have the covers complete on any of them yet because I didn't want to show them. But this is just, I threw this together for the thumbnail. Nothing's really glued down, it's just an example, but I'll show you some different stages of what I've done, and then we can talk about supplies and all that. So, oh yeah, I did want to say before I start that I was inspired by a lady named Solange Ferreira, and I hope I'm saying her last name correctly, but I found her recently, and she has a YouTube channel. I'll link it down below after the live is over. But she does a lot of like Happy Mail packagings, and she does flip books, she does tags, she does these really cool shaker tags too. All kinds of really neat stuff. A lot of it has to do with Happy Mail, and I love watching her videos because she inspires me so much to be creative with sending out Happy Mail. So I think you guys should definitely check her out because she's the one who inspired me to make these. So without further ado, I'll show you this one. Like I said, this is not what the final cover is going to look like. I did not want to show any of the covers on this video because I want the recipients to be surprised. So on the inside, and also I'm not going to take any of these items out. The same thing, I want the recipients to be surprised, but it's really simple because the purpose of mine is to stuff it with goodies. It's not to, like, you know, like for decorative purposes, which a lot of them are, I think. But I really just wanted to stuff these things full of goodies. So on this first side here, I've got like a large double pocket with a lot of goodies inside, and I've just decorated with all kinds of ephemera. So for these larger pockets, I'm using just simple little sticker decorations, and then it's got a flip over, and here I'm going to add something else. It's probably going to be like a glassine bag to hold a bunch more goodies, and then you just flip it to the back, and the back is plain. So this one is like the most advanced stage of being complete. And then I'll just show you one that doesn't have all of the stuff inside. That's the back of it. And I did do stitching on the edges, but the one we're going to make today, we're not going to do that because of course it's an optional thing. So on the first inside flip, I've got the larger pocket with the doily, and it's just like a journaling card, and I glued the doily onto it. And then in the middle flip is the two smaller pockets with some little spider trims. And then I really don't know what's going on today. Stuffing these with larger journaling cards, and I'm also making tags out of the leftover pieces of scrapbook paper. And then once again, the flip on the side is plain. I haven't done anything to it yet, but I will. And then you flip it over. And then I've got two left I've got to put the pockets into, but just to show you the basic layout, 3 and I've already pre-cut them. The sizes of my pages are 8.5 inches long by 6 inches wide, and you guys, the measurements are subjective to your purposes for your flipbook, so you can measure them out to whatever size you'd like. If you want to do it like, you know, smaller, maybe you don't have as many items, or you want to do it really large, that would be really cool as well. So I've pre-cut the papers we're going to use for today, and then I also used 3 sheets of black cardstock to back them with and to create my gussets, and I think kraft cardstock would look good as well. So yeah, just basically I don't have a whole lot of Halloween themed scrapbook paper, so I've been using what I have and trying to mesh a couple of paper stacks together. And then I loved these like cartoony, more fun ones, because a lot of the embellishments that I have are like the really, you know, fun type stuff. So that's just what it looks like without all of the pockets and whatnot. And that's just another one with different, oops, upside down with different papers. Okay. And then I've already pre-cut these pockets here to go inside of this one. But today we're just going to make one from scratch. And hopefully, if everything goes well with this video and I don't have to restart or anything, you guys just pay attention today, okay? Okay, so like I said, I have pre-cut my papers to 8.5 inches long by 6 inches wide. And I will be distressing the edges with black soot. And after I distress them, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some, I actually used double-sided tape because it was a lot faster, and depending on which flip I'm gluing down the pages for the book, I'll show you when we get to that part, but we're going to glue them down on different parts of the paper. So I guess I can go ahead and ink these really quickly. And I did want to show you, I've got a basket here. Well, it's actually like a recycled cardboard packaging thing, but it's full of like all of the little embellishments and stickers and all of the goodies that I might be using today. So, and like a lot of these things came from Tuesday Morning, or I've got some Tim Holtz stuff. Tons of my embellishments come from the Dollar Tree. Love the Dollar Tree, right, Jen? I've got all of these trims here that we may use. These all came from the Dollar Tree, every one of them. And then I've also got some black crepe paper I thought would be fun. Maybe we can ruffle it, and some orange burlap. So yeah, we just got some ribbons, some little felt shapes, some confetti, some Tim Holtz little thingamabobs. And then I've got more stuff over to this side of me too. So I will get started inking these really quickly. How are you all doing today? Well, let me grab my where are your papers? I need my inking papers. I know, right? Dollar Tree is seriously life. I'm just looking for my inking papers. Lost them. Here they are. Nope. Oh my goodness. I just like to use a scrap sheet of paper to ink on, and then like my little thingy is shedding already, so that's always fun. Does it seem to be clear now, you guys? I don't know what was going on there. I sit when I'm when I'm doing a video. I stand so I can see my phone up here, but when I'm crafting I usually sit. Sometimes I stand, like if I'm using stamps. A lot of the times I have to stand because I feel like I can't stamp right if I don't stand up, especially with like the wood block stamps, because like some of them, especially if they're big, you can't, I don't know, I feel like I can't stamp them right if I'm not standing. Anybody else feel that way too? Oh, that's good. Sweet. Aren't you, yeah, mine does, trust me. Usually when I get done with videos, I'm like exhausted, but it's worth it because usually I don't even think about it until afterwards. So it's like when you take it's like jet lag or something. Oh. But Jen, aren't you doing a video today? Or just sometime this week? You guys, Jen has a series as well, so you guys should check her out, Lipstick Legion Craft on YouTube. She's doing like this really cool Dollar Tree DIY series where she shows you how to make some really cool things with all Dollar Tree items, and I'm super excited for it. Because like she said, Dollar Tree is life, and I be shopping there all the time. When you were going through your video, I was like, oh my gosh, I have that. I have that. Oh, I need to get that one. I have that one. Some punches, well, most of them I think I can use sitting down. But like the big ones and stuff. Oh yeah, it's going to be an awesome series. She's really, 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 really talented. I know, like, people overseas, like, I know they have, what is that store called that they shop at all the time? The Range? Is it The Range? It's like, I guess it's their equivalent, like I don't know, maybe a Dollar General or something. But they, I watch Miss Paper Lover, and she always be showing like all these amazing things she gets from The Range, wherever that is. So I know everybody doesn't have like Dollar Tree and stuff, but like, you know, I'm sure like every place has their equivalent of a dollar type store, for sure. We don't have a Dollarama here, and I've always wanted to go to one. And like the 99-cent stores, I don't have one of those either. I've never been to one. Almost done with the inking. And I'm not doing it like as much as I normally would do. Normally I would like go all around it like this. I guess I'll go ahead and do it. Oh, it's kind of like I have to. I can't stand like when I ink and I get that like that straight line. I don't know, that just bothers me. It's not that it looks bad, it's just, I don't know, I'm weird. So as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted too, I like my papers really distressed. YouTube is on it today, man, I'm telling you. Is anybody gonna dress up for Halloween? You guys go to parties and stuff? Do you have kids? What's the tea? What's the Halloween tea? Also, at some point in time, my son will probably pop in because he gets home from school in about 30 minutes. Oh, already did that one. Also, is anyone crafting along with me? I know a lot of people are probably at work. Alright, one more. And this is going to be the cover. And I like the texture of this paper because I've noticed that if I get like one of those crazy markings from my blender, I can rub it out with my fingers before it dries. It's pretty neat. I really need to get some Halloween music going on for all the silent spots. Okay, done with that. Just gonna move this mess out of the way. Get rid of the little floaties. Actually, my hand. You're gonna be a witch for Halloween. Well, I guess that's why we don't have one. I didn't know that we didn't have them here. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm gonna get some double-sided tape. And we're going to go to town on these papers. So this is going to be the cover, and then that's the inside flip, and then this will be this is the inside of the cover, and then this is the inside flip, so it's going to flip out like this. And so this is what the inside is going to look like. Okay, and that's the back. So the way that I made the other ones It's pretty simple. So the cover is going to have to go on the right side of the paper, my right side. So this side, okay? Because when you trim it down, you're going to have to leave room for your gusset on the left side of the cover, okay? Because it flips out this way. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense? So I'm just going to, I don't know what language that was, but I'm going to attach it with some double-sided tape. And I am not used to working with this. Usually I just use wet glue or something. And I don't have any tape runners, so today we're using this one. Oh no, forgot to turn my do not disturb on. Okay, sorry about that. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and add the tape to the back side here. I bet that looks super funny trying to use this tape. Yeah, that's true. There are a lot of random dollar stores. I think I may go ahead and add just a little bit of tacky glue in the center so I don't have to use so much of my double-sided tape. I'm just going to take my bone folder here, make sure I've got good adhesion. Yeah, I don't have fingernails. Me today, I'm tell you what. I don't know if you guys can even see every time it says reconnect. I'm going to turn it over. Do this. Okay, so that's the cover, and then I'll turn it over. And put on the back of the front cover. Make sure I'm doing it right. And I did leave a little bit of an edge on here, so I like the way it looks. You don't have to do that, but also this cardstock is not like premium or whatever. I think it's 65 pounds, so but it does help to give more substance to to the pages of the book. Okay, so this is what we have for the front cover. Right? I'm going to go ahead and glue down the rest of them, and then we'll trim it up, and I'll show you what I did to do that. Now here they are. Okay, so that's the center. We'll do that one last. Okay, so the front cover we did to the left side of this paper. And so the inside flip, which is the, 1, 2, 3, the third section, we're going to do to the right side paper, because it's going to be flipping like this. So you just have to, however you, whatever size you do, however you construct it, you do have to keep in mind which way it's going to be flipping. If you use this method, of course, there's so many ways to make a flip book, like so many ways. I just was inspired by someone else, and then I kind of just came up with this way on my own, which I'm sure has completely been done before. I've also noticed that a lot of people are using envelopes, which is really cool, but I needed something that was a little bit larger to fit all of the items that I wanted to fit into the flip book itself. And then I think I've also made my gussets a little bit larger than what people normally do for the same purpose, because I knew that once it got full, I would need space for it, so it wasn't, just like you're making a journal, you don't want it to be completely bulging, but who am I to talk, because apparently those are the only kind of journals that I know how to make. Oh, and I shouldn't be using these scissors to cut this tape. Those are my fussy cutting scissors. Okay. This paper is really neat. This is some 7 Gypsies paper that I had in like a pack of 20 that I got at Tuesday morning. And then I think I'm also using Authentique, and also, what's the other stack I have? I think it's DCWV that I got at Joann's, I want to say last year. Maybe it was the year before last that I bought that one. It may be 2016. So. Okay. Make sure. Sorry about the camera shaking. Alright, so how did I have this? Alright. It's the cover. Okay. This one goes on this side. Make sure I put it right side up. This paper here is a little bit thinner than the others, so it's good that I'm adding the cardstock in the middle. I hope that this is making sense to everyone. Okay. Alright, and then just add this piece to the other side, just like we did with the cover. We're going to do them all the same, except the center page is going to be done a little different, and it's going to be harder. I had a time, getting my groove with it, because I made a bunch of these flip books, and you'll see in just a sec, because you have to place the center ones in the middle of the black paper, so it's a little bit more measuring and stuff like that. So make sure do a side. Okay, that's going to be our inside flip page. Now let's do the center. So I'm going to add the tape, and then I'll show you how I did it. This is going to be a lot quicker too without sewing the edges. When I did sew the edges for the other books, I did that after I glued the pages on, and I did use double-sided tape, but instead of putting them so close to the edge, I put it further into the center, and I left the outside, you know, without any adhesive so that my sewing machine needle didn't get goopy, stuck. And then I glued the papers on, trimmed it down to the size that I needed it, and then I took it to the sewing machine and kind of together while it was already, after it was sandwiched, after all the 3 pages were sandwiched together, if that makes sense. But that way I didn't have to sew I didn't have to stitch around each individual page. It was a lot easier that way. I love adding stitching detail on paper. I love the way it looks. And it's fun. Okay, last one. All right, so let me throw all of this in the trash. Okay. In my back. Okay, finally. Okay, so the gussets that I made, these are a little less than ½ inch. Yeah. They're just under ½ inch. Okay, so the easiest way to do this is to measure it out and then stick your page along the side. But then when you go to do the other side, you'll see it's a little bit more difficult. So I'm just going to measure it out and see if I need to trim it down. I can always do that too. Oh, look, I marked my ruler. I marked my ruler already. There we go. So that's good. Okay, and then I'm just going to connect all of my measurements. Oh no, I'm so sorry guys, I had a call. Go ahead and do this, and I'll measure it afterwards. If it's a little bit more, I can always trim it down. I didn't catch that last. Oh, he'll definitely be back. Believe you me. That's so sweet, though. We'll probably make a cameo today anyway. because like I said, he'll be home from, oh my goodness, you guys. Ah! 1 second. What I'm going to do is, when I glue this down, the line that I made is the fold line. So you don't want to glue your page all the way up to that line. I made that mistake. So when you go to glue the paper down, make sure, just pretend like this line is the edge of your page. I know it's kind of hard to see. There we go. Pretend like that's the edge of your page, because it's going to be. Because once you fold that to make your gusset, that's going to be gone. So make sure you come out and leave that border if you're doing a border on your papers, around your papers. Okay. Hope that made sense. I'm really sorry about the phone call, you guys. Oh my gosh. As I was saying, we're going to be here, and he will probably come say hi, because he's not so shy anymore. He was shy at first. He's like, what do I do? What do I say? I was like, honey, just act normal. That's what I do. Okay. I hope that made sense to you guys, what I was trying to say. I'll show you what I've done. Okay. So, there's the line that I measured. You can make your gussets as small or as large as you want. Like I said, just like the measurement of the entire flipbook, the pages, it's subjective to whatever your needs are. But I made my gusset just under 1/2 inch. I did my measurements, I made my line. But I made sure not to glue the page down all the way up to the line. I have to leave room for the border. Okay? So here I'm going to have to do the same thing on this side. So I'm just going to make my measurements. This just makes it easier, because the first one that I made, I actually placed my page in the center of this, and then when I flipped it over, I had to try and, oh gosh, try to line it up. But once I got going, I figured out, oh, well, it'll be a lot easier now once I know what to do. So measure out the line again, and then, or measure out the gusset area. Oh my goodness. I hope I'm explaining this well. It's a lot of words for something really, it's really simple. I mean, once you make one, you'll see. But it's like super fun, you guys, and I love sending Happy Mail, and I know a lot of you guys do too. So we've got our line. I want to kind of make sure it's lined up and it looks like it is. I could go ahead and fold it, that might help, but like I said, I have no fingernails. Maybe I should go ahead and do that. Let me get this. I'm going going to go ahead and fold the line. That way I can give you guys proper instructions so you don't mess up and make mistakes like I did. So I'm just going to score along the line that I made. That way it's already scored. So when I go to do the other side, boom, there's my line. And all I have to do is line it up as I did on the other one, with a little bit of room for my border. And so when we go to trim these down, all I have to do is cut the other side. I don't want it this way. Let me make sure I've got it right side up. With the gusset on the other side as well. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and score the other side while I have this out. Maybe a little bit more. Ah. Okay. Alright, that did not. This paper is off just a little. I'm going to have to rescore that. See? Mistakes! Mistakes! No! I think what I did was I made this border on this side a little bit too long or too wide. So let's do it from this side instead. Okay. Okay, well, no, I need that. Go ahead and fold this. Always line the tip with the top and bottoms of the paper that, you know, that I haven't cut yet. That way I know it's straight, regardless of how I, you know, anything else. At least that part's straight. This one's a little bit harder to do. And it looks like, let's do this side. Let's do it on this side just in case I messed that one up too. Okay. It's coming together. See, that's just a little crooked, but we're going to hide that. And then, so just under a ½ inch. Okay. Now I'm just going to trim this to just under ½ inch. Actually, I'm going to make this one a little bit wider because it's going to be on the outside. Alright, now let's do this one. I'm just feeling the ridges of the bottom of the paper here to make sure that they are lined up with one another. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like this side is just the tiniest bit lower than the other side. So I'll cut the border on this side, and that way I know that the other side, or that this side will have plenty of space underneath, even if this one is a little bit wider. See? I'm not really worried too much about the bottoms because we are going to add trims and a lot of embellishments, so it can be camouflaged really. Okay. The fold. All right. Now we'll do this. 1/2 inch as making the ones that are going on the outside a little bit wider. All right, so all we have to do now is glue our gussets together. And I'm going to save all of these because you can make little tags out of these, and you can maybe just stamp them and emboss them with little, you know, whatever Halloween stamps you may have. 1 second, guys. So Haven's home, so you might see him in a minute. I'm sorry. So many interruptions today, oh my goodness. This is not going as planned. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, all we have to do is, oh, yeah, about the scraps. Make sure you save them because you can always make little tags and such to tuck into the Happy Mail booklets. And I just used Aleene's tacky glue to glue my gussets together. So we've got the inside flip and the cover, okay? It's gonna go like that and like that. I'm gonna do this one first. Let's glue, I'm gonna glue, I'm gonna do this one on the outside and this one on the inside, I think, maybe? Let's see. It's actually crooked. Oh my goodness. All of you YouTube pros out there are like, dude, what is she doing? Alright. I'm going to glue the gussets together, or the little flaps together to make the gusset. I'm just going to add some glue here. Actually, I'm going to add it on this side. Haven, you want to come say hi? Yeah, my paper trimmer is, for some reason, I don't know what it is about it, but it always seems to cut slightly off. Maybe I got a dud paper trimmer. I'm gonna get a new one eventually, but it's just the weirdest thing ever. It can't be me, right? Or maybe it can. I don't know. Thank you so much for still being here. You are like the greatest, and I really appreciate it. Okay, so just gonna glue these together. You wanna come say hello? Yeah, that's true. Okie dokie. I didn't get to say goodbye, but I'm sorry. Bye, Jen.
Bye.
Yeah, Haven some from school. So I'm just gluing these together. I can't, it's live, I can't pause it. I know. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just making sure this is adhered well. And now I'm going to do the front cover. And I'm not worried about having like the little seams, because what I plan to do is add like a little piece of trim to make it look really pretty in between. I know this is taking forever, guys, but this is like super easy. And I hope you guys can make some, even just for fun, because I had never made a flip book like this before. Like, I've made like the envelope ones. I've made a couple out of envelopes, but yeah, never like this. So once I tried it out, I was like, man, that's a lot easier than I thought. Because I look at some of these videos of these ones these ladies make, and it's just like, wow, it's so pretty. Some really talented men and women out in this. Oh my goodness. Fail. Okay. We're getting there, guys. Don't forget that I gave you guys a little hint earlier. I think I might need to put a little bit more glue down here. Is it gonna stick? Yeah, it's gonna stick. Okay, good. Yay, we're done. Now we can move on to the pockets, and that's super fast. Okay, where's me lid? I always seem to lose that too. So I'm gonna look at the edges here, because you can see where some of them aren't flush. I'm just gonna trim it up just a tiny bit, just so it's not noticeable anyway. The ones on the bottom look perfect. How did that happen? Okay, so this is the base of the book, all done. So this is the front cover. And you open it up. And you got a flap here. And open this up, and this is the whole inside spread. Okay, and then that's the back. So I'm just going to show you a few of the pockets, and I haven't chosen any paper yet for those. So I was just having fun, wrong one, with making these and kind of just trying to use up my pieces of scrap paper. So especially with these, I only have like 2 paper stacks, but I have a couple of these 6x6 paper pads. So I wanted to try and incorporate, especially this one because it's super cute, into, I wanted to try and incorporate it into the flip books and use that up. So we will, and then I used scrap pieces for these 2 pockets, and then this pocket on each one is different, of course, but they all each are made of journaling card, and then a gold doily. So I'm going to go through and find 2 sheets that I think match really well. And I also need to figure out where I want to put. I think I'm going to put the double pockets on this side. I think I'm going to put the doily pocket on this side, and then the small pockets on this side. Each one that I did is different too, by the way. I did them, the layout is different, but the pockets are all exactly the same. I want to use kind of patterns here. I like the candy corn. I think that's cute. But I don't know. Maybe the polka dots? Let's look through this one. I love this one, but I've been trying to hoard it. The bats. We need some purple. I need some more purple in here. I like the plaid. I don't think this has any purple in it. Yeah, literally all black and orange. So, let me grab my scraps. I think I'm going to choose one scraps. So here are my scraps. I'm going to use the same purple though. Ooh, I like the green a lot. Okay, see, I've got some pieces here from that paper pad. There's a little, that's cute. The different colored polka dots. Okay, I like that one. Or stripes, maybe, since we have so many polka dots. Ooh, I don't know. Stripes or polka dots? Let me know what you think. See, that's too, just too dark. Oh, a big old mess. Okay, so I like the green. I think we'll do a green pocket. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down to size. And the pockets are 2.5. They're 2 3/4 by 3.5. I like the stripes, but I'm horrible at patterns. Alright, I don't know why they make it where it goes away. Yeah, that would be really pretty, but I'm being lazy and I don't want to stamp. I really don't want to stamp anything. So I think we'll go with the stripes since you like the stripes. That is what you said, right? Stripes. Okay. Yeah, I like the stripes too. Cool. And I believe this is already almost. And then for the top part of them, I have this old punch here. And all I did was I turned the paper over and kind of centered it. making sure it's like the same on both sides, you know. And I just centered it in the punch. It's a border punch, and it also makes like these little chain things that you could use in like belly bands and stuff, which is pretty cool. Just punch the center just to give it a little bit of extra something. Okay. And I'm also going to ink them really quickly. Sorry, I'm doing it off camera because I don't want to get the little pieces all over the book. But I am going into all the little grooves here. So earlier, I was trying to think of a good question for you guys today, because I think it's time for another inquiry. And so if you've been playing along, then now is the time for your inquiry number 2, should I say? And I think it would be really cool to know, what was your most favorite Halloween costume as a child? What was the one thing that you wanted to dress up as every year? What was your favorite costume that your mom ever made or that your parents ever bought for you? I think that would be a really cool conversation to have. So that is the question for this video, you guys. If you are still here, I'm so happy that you are. And if you are playing along, thank you, first of all, and I'm really happy that you're playing along. A zombie princess, oh, that's so cute. I think one of my most favorite costumes that I ever wore was one year my Nana made my sister and I clown costumes. She was a very crafty lady as well, and she made them for us just out of stuff around the house. And I think that I can't remember if she already had. No. I don't think we had wigs. I think she just puffed our hair up with a lot of hairspray, and we sprayed that color stuff in it, or something like that. But yeah, she like did our clothes up, did our makeup, and me and my sister were clowns, and I just remember being so proud that my Nana made that for me. She was so cool. She would always like have these really fun projects for us during the summertime. One in particular I remember she had us do many times over was, I don't know if you guys remember, but like in the late 80s, early 90s, like those little raffia and burlap and little like wicker hats that people would or like crafty people, they would like alter them and hang them on their walls. Do you guys remember those little miniature things like that, the little hats and stuff, little cornucopias and stuff like that? My Nana always had, for some reason, she had a stash of those little hats. But I just remember that so distinctly. that she, a couple of times, she would have these hats for my sister and I decorate. My sister's only a year and a half younger than me. So we would decorate the hats with all these little fake flowers and little thises and that's and ribbons and buttons. And my Nana would always have them on her wall when we go over to her house. She was really cool. Like, we would do like Easter ones. Did anybody else ever do anything like that? Like, use those or decorate those little things or have those little hats in their house. Like, I was trying to think of what the other shape was that people always had. But I always remember seeing those hats everywhere. This was like a long time ago. I'm talking like I was 6 years old. So this would have been like 1991, 1992-ish. So I'm just going to, you saw I put some double-sided tape, some really thin double-sided tape on the back of, you know, something I forgot to do was add a little strip here like I did on the other ones, but we can use ribbon or something. But just added this really thin double-sided tape to turn these into pockets. But yeah, question number 2 for my ongoing Halloween giveaway extravaganza is, what was your favorite costume growing up? What was your most favorite costume that your parents ever got for you or you ever made? I would like to know. And so, since I'm asking you guys a question today, when I'm done with this flip book, I'm going to fill it with a whole bunch of goodies, and I'm going to add it to the giveaway box for one of the lucky winner. And then also today, I am going to be adding these 4 rolls of Tim Holtz Halloween washi tapes. These are brand new. I just took them out of the tube. They've never been used. So there's like a plaid, and this could be used for fall too. That's why I really liked it. And then there's this thin one, and then this one here. These 3 could be used for any time of the year. And then this one is really neat. It's black, orange, and white grungy stripes, and it's got like this really grungy text in the background. I know it's hard to see. There we go. So that one's pretty cool. So these are 4 brand new rolls of Tim Holtz Halloween washi tape. So I'm going to be adding that into the giveaway box as well today. So here's the box. I'm going to throw in the washi, and then when we are done with the video and I'm done decorating this and filling it with a bunch of goodies, I'm going to put this inside of the box for the giveaway. So let's make this double pocket here. And what's on the back side of this? I like this one. I also like this, but I don't like the way it looks with that. And let's see. What else do I have? My goodness, my scrap box is going to be so full after this. I like the little spiders, but it's not big enough, so I can just make a tag out of that. Put that to the side. Oh, okay, here's some bigger pieces. Got a bat. Got one of these. Got one of those. Ooh, I think this might look good with it. Of course, that's not because it's purple. Okay, just gonna set these up here. So I'm just gonna try and find two pieces that I like. I like the spider webs a lot, and I want to kind of make a little at least, and see like so I can make tags out of that, or we can use the orange polka dot and maybe have the black layered on top, or the bats maybe. No, not that one. I do like the bats. I think, what do you think? It's Janet, right? The bats. We like the bats. Or we can do this one for the bottom piece, and then this, where did that come from? The black one for the top piece. Because remember, the pocket, I keep picking up the wrong one. Oh. What did I, well, I'm telling you, if my head was not attached to my body, here it is. This is how we're doing the pocket. So, and I'm leaving a little bit of space at the bottom so I can layer a bunch of ephemera here without it interfering with the pocket too much. So there's going to be a strip here for a smaller tuck spot, and then a bigger piece in the background for a larger tuck spot. So I'm thinking this one or this one. What do you think, girl? And I can measure that. Okay. Three and 3/4. Yes, I know. It's nearly time. So 3 3/4 wide by almost 7.5 inches wide, long. Sorry. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the bats, since you said you like the bats, and I think they're really cute too. So we'll go ahead and do the one with the bats. So, and yeah, I'm going to use this scrap up, and even though it has the hole here, it's not gonna matter. All of the other ones I did the same way. I still left the hole on there, and it didn't interfere with it. So I'm gonna make sure I cut it to 3 3/4. And then 7.5. This is the only thing I hate about this paper trimmer, if any of you guys have one of these, is this section right here and this right here. I'm always scared that it doesn't measure correctly. Seven and a half. Let's do it this way. Duh. Okay. So this is just going to need to be a little bit smaller, and that's it. I'm going to fit it over the top of this one, like so. So, ah, that's perfect. Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna cut off a little bit here. So we're just getting mostly the bats. And a little bit off of this side as well. See how it cuts just the tiniest bit crooked? It drives me nuts. And I'm gonna, it's okay because I'm gonna turn it over and cut it just a little bit shorter. And see, I'm lining it up with these lines here. Alright, so there's our pocket, and I'm going to go ahead and add the double-sided tape to it and all that, and then we can just add the trim afterwards, because that'll be fun. And make sure I've got the right way. Yeah, we'll do it that way. I need to get some more of this. This makes life so much easier. Oh. And then I think for this side I'm gonna glue it. So okay, so I'm just gonna stick this down. Oh, you know what I did? I forgot to punch the center, but I can still do it. So I'm just gonna punch the, gosh, got a mess here. I'm just going to punch the center of the outside of this pocket. So again, I'm just eyeballing this, guys. And the ink, I forgot to ink, that's okay. So yeah, it's character, that's right. The Fiskars trimmer is very handy, for sure. It's the first paper trimmer I've ever had. But I would prefer to have a guillotine. It's what I always used, like when I was in art class and stuff. And I think that they are just much more accurate, and you can cut so many more pieces of paper with a guillotine cutter. But the only thing is with those is that, for one thing, they're super heavy, they're more dangerous, and they're also way more expensive. So, but I do think that it is a great investment for sure. All right, I'm just going to glue this pocket down. I love this glue. You can take my Fabri-Tac, my double-sided tape. You can take my glossy accents. But please, don't take my aliens glue. Please. Alright. So like I said, I'm going to bring it up further to the top here. I want to leave just a little space down here so that I can really have fun with the embellishments. So, make sure I have a little bit of a border. Forgot to ink the back paper. But you know what? It is going to be camouflaged a bit because I want to add some ribbon here along the edge to define that pocket there. That will completely cover it up anyway, so then it won't even matter. Just making sure that this is down really well. Okay, so this is what we have so far. The cover, inside cover, the center. This is the other flip. This is two little pockets here. Nothing here yet, and then we've got these two little pockets here. Okay, so really quick, I'm going to, let's pick remove the paper out of the way. Let's pick a journal card and then add our doily here. So I have two different kinds of gold doilies. I have this one here, which is a little bit brighter, and then I have this one, which is a much richer gold. It may be hard to distinguish on the camera, but this is a bit of a deeper gold. This is a very bright gold. Wow, you really can't tell the difference at all, can you? But this one has sort of like a star in the center, and then this one has roses around. So we'll pick one of those, and and journaling cards. These are all mostly journaling cards. I actually just got these ones here from Tuesday Morning for $1.49. I think I got them last week, I want to say. They're really cute. I think what I had been doing was using the paper pad. What I did on the other ones, yeah, I used the paper pad, the ones that matched these papers. Here, I'll show you the paper pad real quick. It is actually I have just one. There's just one here, and but there's another one. Oh wait, no. There's one in San Marcos, which is like 15 minutes for me. There used to be one in Seguin, but a couple of people have told me that they're closed down now. So I guess that's gone now too. So, and Seguin is like, but yeah, this is the paper pad. that one of them I was using. But yeah, just one, and it used to be in a smaller store, and it's in the same shopping center that's actually across the street from me. But now they've moved into a bigger store, which is really great because it's not as messy anymore, and there's a much larger craft section now. So, girl, you know I'm loving that. You have? You great one. I love my Tuesday morning. And the ladies that work there too. There's this one lady that's been working there for ages, and she is just the sweetest lady ever. And she always remembers me. I have a couple. This one says happy haunting. I have this little snacks flyer. Well, I got a couple left in here. Let me see what I got. Because I know I was saving some of these for some cards. Oh, I think they're all horizontal. Yep. Oh no. Well, maybe. No, I don't like that one. Is this one? Have a very spooktacular Halloween. Let me move these out of the way. So, we've got this one. So I could sort of do like do it the long way, make sort of like a partial like belly band type. Or I could do it in the corner here. I kind of like this one. But then I also have this, which I could, I'll trim it down and fussy cut around the owl if I use this. And I would do it on this side since the little owl is on that side. So it would look something like that. And then I have these little ghosties, but I don't very well with what's going on in this particular book. I don't think I want to use this. So we have this Halloween flyer thingy. Let me see what else I have. Oh, there's some stuff in here. Let's see what's in here. I always make cards during Halloween too, so that's why a lot of these things I use for cards. Oh, that's cute. I like that one. I also have these cutouts here, but I don't think they match with it either. I want something more fun, less creepy. Less creepy, more fun and spooky, if you know what I'm saying. So, let me see what I have in the other bag here. If that makes any sense at all. Let's see here. Ooh, you know what? I have this. No, it's too small. Too small. Which I could layer a few of them. I like the bingo card. Also, ooh, I like this one. That is just adorable. Okay, we have this one, the Witch's Flight. Maybe even this one, because that one's got like the purple and the orange in it. Okay, put that to the side. And I love these, but there's so much more red than what I need here. So those. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I should have had this done ahead of time. I have a few. What's in here? No. Okay. Okay, so I can use the bingo card, like do some layering here maybe. I can use this one. I really like that one. And this one actually matches the paper pad, which I like as well. That we can do like in the middle, or you can use one of these. Let's find a cute one here. Yeah, pretty cat. Ray, no. I have a little haunted house here. Let's move this. That way. Okay. And I also like this haunted house, actually. That's really cute. And we have Boo. I like the ones with the sentiments, though. Eat, drink, and be scary. Treat. No, not that one. So, what do you guys think? Haunted house, but it doesn't have a sentiment on it, which I could always add one. We've got trick or treat. Do like that. Have something layered here as well, maybe like the bingo card. It's going to be a tuck spot for those of you who are joining. And then I have this one, which matches the paper pad that I'm using. Have a very spooktacular Halloween. And then last, I have this like little advertisement that I need to trim up. So which one do you guys think I should use? I'm going to trim this up a while. I'll talk it over. I finished this pocket. I'm pretty much going to be done, because since this is going in the giveaway box, I don't want to show you guys too much. But basically the rest of this, after you make the pockets and everything, is just filling it up with all the goodies for your Happy Meal. So, really, that's about it. That's what he looks like trimmed up. You like the advertisement one? I do too, actually. I like that one, and I like the, I actually really like the haunted house as well. I think that's really cute, and it ties the orange together here. But I could add a pumpkin. Get a little pumpkin out. These are super cute. This is 2 bags, actually, but these are 98 cents for 24 pieces, guys. This is such a great deal. Got a little pumpkin there. Maybe one of the tall guys instead. His face cracks me up. I don't know. I think I actually like this one better. I think it matches the other pages better. But I'm going to keep this out because I may want to use it on the back side of this flip too. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to glue this down. Oh. Not going to forget this time. I'm going to go around the edges really quick with some black soot. Okay, and then I'm just going to glue the doily to the back of it here, so a bit like this. And then this will be a tuck spot, and then I can just like add a little sticker or embellishment in this spot here. Okay. Like that. Okay. And then I am going to trim off the excess of the doily back here, because we can use the piece. Oh, it came right off. We can use the piece for layering later on. We're almost done. Okay. I'm just going to glue these the side here. I'm just a tiny bit to the bottom of the doily as well. So cute. It's so cute. All right. And I'll be adding a sentiment to this as well. Let's do trick or treat. I'm gonna ink the edges. Yo, 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 what up? Welcome to the longest live stream ever. And I do always add glue to the backs of my clipping stickers and stuff, because I just want to make sure that they're never going to come off. So I've inked the edges and added a little bit of glue, and I think I'm going to put it, because I'm going to add some trim here in the center. Just put him right here. Ooh, maybe I should have moved it up a little. Ay, ay, ay. Well, no, can't do that now. That's okay. It's cute. So trick or treat. So I have a sentiment. And then I do want to add a bag here. So I'm going to grab a fun little bag. And I just embossed this earlier today. But this iridescent color doesn't really match, does it? We're not going to use that. I'll just throw this in the giveaway box. Okay. I found a paper bag. I've got, ooh, that looks, purple spider web bag. I like it. And then I have this one that says trick or treat, but that's not going to look good. Black, all black polka dot. I also have this one. That's also cute. And then I also have these. So I have a green pumpkin. I don't like that so much. I have a purple pumpkin. And then I have different dots. No. I think the purple spider web looks good. What do you guys think? The purple spider web or the pumpkins? I think I like the spider web the best. So we'll add that. And I think what I'm going to do with it is make it flip out like this. And that way I can always add something behind here, which would be fun. Or you could do it like this, but then everything would fall out of the bag. That would be fun. So let's just do that. So I'm going to fold a little gusset here, because this bag doesn't have any. And I could, what gets this can take the bag out and reuse it if they want to. I'm just tapping my temple. Think, think, think. Ideas. Okay. Let's find some Halloween washi tape real quick. Got these birds. Got these skull and crossbones. I don't have any Halloween washi tape. Let's see what I've got in here. Some gold spider web from, I don't know if, maybe that's too many spiders. Okay, here we go. What are these? I think these are from Priscilla. Let's just do the birds. Okay, so I'm just going to washi tape the bag in here. And I'll add embellishments and stuff like that later. I'm not going to do all that. It's not really necessary. I just wanted to show you guys how to make the book. Or the basis of, or how I made the ones that I made anyway. You guys can change it up to your needs, of course. Okay, so now whoever gets it, you know, you can the bag open, there will be something behind here, and then you can tuck stuff in the bag, which I will probably be filling with ribbons and laces and trims, and that way I can fold over the top here and put an altered paper clip right here, like this. So I can just add a little charm to this, maybe one of the little Tim Holtz tokens, so it'll be hanging down really pretty, and that way it'll keep everything closed. So yeah, I think that's basically it, guys. You know, you decorate the front however you like. So this is the front of the flip book. And remember, the gussets that I made are just short of a ½ inch. Or gussets, hinges, I guess would be a proper word for them. They're not really gussets, they're hinges. Okay, so you open it up like this, and we've got one large pocket here, one here, and I'm going to add some trim right here to distinguish this, you know, this pocket here from this one. And then I'll add embellishments here on the eye, because I've got these big pieces and stuff, and once I start them on here like I did with the other one, I'll show you one more time. So with this one, I left space. All of these don't interfere with tucking things into this pocket here, so that's why I did that. And then on this side of the flip, we've got a bag that will turn over, and there will be some and stuff inside of it. And then it's washi taped so that the recipient can take it out. And then you open it up, and we've got a large tuck spot here. This is where I'll be putting that are really, all the little goodies that are really tall, like I did in here. I had this little, and these list pad papers, and see, they wouldn't fit into this. I made sure I made up for each one of them that would fit the bigger items. And then on this side, we've got the two smaller pockets here to put your little, so like I'll add a piece of stickers or something. And that's it. Basically, all I have left to do is embellish it and make it look pretty with stickers and trims and, you know, laces and such, and then decorate the front really pretty. Add all of the little goodies inside, and that's it. That's basically it. So this one here that we made today will go into the giveaway box. Do not forget to answer the inquiry, guys, if you want to be, if you want to keep on being included. If you want to stay, there's going to be like a grand prize giveaway at the end of all of this by the end date, as I told you in the chit chat video. And yeah, it's just gonna be, I'm gonna keep filling this box up here, you guys. I'm just gonna keep on filling it up. I'm not gonna send the box, but I'm just using this box to put all of the supplies. So today I added the 4 rolls of brand new Tim Holtz Halloween washi tape. And once I'm done with the cute little Happy Mail flip book, and I'll fill it with a lot of Halloween goodies, I'm going to be putting this into the goodie box as well. And yeah, so that's it. I really appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me for a couple of hours. It took forever to kind of get started, didn't it? But this is the, like I said, the cover of this is not how it's going to be. I just did that for the thumbnail, but add more trim everywhere, and I need to get off of here because YouTube is like, get out of here. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. You are amazing. Please don't forget to answer the question for today. And you guys are amazing. Hang in there and check me out on day 3. And yeah, I will link Solange's channel down below so you guys can check her out, because she is the one who inspired me to make these. She's amazing. She is very creative, and she does a lot of Maggie Holmes type stuff, but it's amazing ideas, you guys, and her work is beautiful. So definitely check her out and catch on day 3, and we're going to be making some really fun floral arrangements. So I will see you guys later. Don't forget to spread the love.